Hey everyone, Shannon, founder and client success officer at Dream Local Digital. And in this edition of Scaling with Shannon, we're focusing on the power of owned media and how you can use it to build stronger relationships, stronger connections with your customers, and long-term results. So this is part of a three-part series here within Scaling with Shannon, where we looked at owned, earned, and paid media. And all of them are very different in how they filter in and drive results in your business and in your marketing. And we're focusing first on owned media because this is something that we work on really hard with our growth and scale clients in particular. This is where we're trying to help you develop the digital assets and channels that your business controls, right? So your website, your email list, which is the biggest one, your social media channels, but really the followers that you have on those channels, or the content that you have on those channels. Owned media is essentially any platform or property owned and managed by you, not someone else. And the key distinguishing feature here is control. You're in control of the messaging, the user experience, and what your customers feel when they're in there. So as I mentioned, there's a triad of media. There's owned, earned, and paid. We're going to cover earned and paid in future posts. But owned media is the one that is the most important for you because you can control it and you are engaging your own audience here. It's the most cost-effective strategy for you and the biggest long-term asset. So a lot of times you'll hear me say in posts like this, or if you're working with me either in our coaching program or as one of our clients, you'll hear me constantly talk about the importance of building your email list. Your email list is the most powerful piece of your owned media because not only is it controlled by you, it's a group of people who have raised their hand and said they want to hear from you. It's your very own audience. So many businesses think that the primary goal of their marketing is to drive sales, right? And ultimately, everything that we do is here to drive sales. But one of the tools that will continually drive sales for you if used correctly is your email list. So here at Dream Local Digital, in a lot of the marketing we do, we're trying to get people to sign up for our email lists, to want to learn more and start forming what we hope is a long-term relationship with us. Getting our emails, we hope we are able to surprise and delight them or inform and empower them. And over time, that can turn into a client relationship or a coaching relationship or some other form of paid. So I really want you to think about focusing on building that list, but I go a step farther in this blog post to also talk about email list and customer databases. So an email list is just when you have a list of email addresses, either in your email tool or maybe like a tool like MailChimp, and you send out some newsletters. A customer database, which is often in a CRM tool of some kind, allows you to also know a lot more about that person. What did they buy from you before? If anything at all? Have they referred anybody to you? Do they open all of your emails, or do they fall on deaf ears? A database allows you to know a little bit more about the customer, and there's a lot we can do with that in marketing to help you make more money long term. So in the post, you'll find some tips on the importance of owned media. You're going to learn a little bit about an email list versus customer database and why they matter. But whether you have a customer database or an email list, make sure you get started now because owned media is important to you. Building your email list, even if you're not sending newsletters right now, is important because you're building your own asset, your owned audience. We can also take that email list and upload it to Facebook and other tools to help you target those folks. So make sure that you are prioritizing developing your owned media in your marketing plan for this month, this quarter, and into 2024. And for any of you who work with Dream Local Digital, you're going to find we're going to jump all over that to make sure that we are building assets for you long term. So thanks for learning a little bit more about owned media with us today. And I'll see you on the next edition of Scaling with Shannon.